Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're talking about how Spawn looks like chocolate Freddy Krueger.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! What an episode! What a start to an episode.
That's all the time we have for today.
That's all the time we have for today. Welcome back to HomieVulgaris. To the 10-second pod. We're doing experimental stuff. No, I've been getting fucked in the ass trying to fucking
Nice.
No, not in a fun way. I've been trying to film vlogs, and I've been getting up super early and going places to do it, and every single time I do it, there's an issue. Something's happening. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my fan real quick.
Wow. You couldn't have done this before the show.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I had a lot of shit going on in my brain. He's gonna go do it. He's gonna go turn his fan off like a dickhead.
Yeah, dude, who would do that?
Who would do something like that?
Who would fucking do that?
No. So what happened is I've been waking up.
I don't know my left from my right.
It's all good. I've been waking up early in the morning, getting dressed, putting on a nice little outfit, going biking somewhere out into the distance, where I'm not gonna get bothered by anybody.
Yeah, you wouldn't bike somewhere close.
Yeah, well, just the thing is that I don't want to be one of those assholes that makes videos in public around people. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. Two, I also I want privacy. I want a little bit of control about where people are, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to inconvenience anybody. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying all these things.
You want to lessen the variables.
Yeah. And so I have been going to all these different places, and every single one I go to, I've been running into the issue of I get there and there's fucking traffic for no reason. There's construction. There's they shut the place down. You're not allowed to hear anymore. And it's been 4 separate times this week that I ran into an issue, and it's what the fuck is going on? It's like they're conspiring against me to try and make videos, which is ridiculous. I don't know. I'm frustrated by it, but whatever. We got to keep doing it. I'm gonna make some videos after this. I'm gonna get on my bike.
Just go to the library as soon as they open.
Because libraries out here at least are packed full of people, right? There's a lot of, I think our library where I'm at, there's there's a significant homeless population there, but also there's also people that go there because there's a business center that shares some kind of classroom or something there. So there's people there pretty much nonstop, right? And you can't, there's no office. I know some libraries have office study areas where you can get a little space and study in the office area, but this one doesn't have it. I'm sure if I found another a local a city that was nearby, I could bike there and do all that stuff. I just haven't had the opportunity to. But I don't know. I've been writing a lot. I've been doing a lot of that shit, and I've been reading. Butcher's Crossing is really good. It made me change my stance about my. What do you mean? When I get off work?
Did I ask?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Damn, Rock walked right into that.
I did. It made me change my ideas about my hands. Do you know that? My whole life I've wanted to have rough hands.
Yeah,
right, because I like the idea of having strong, rough hands.
Yeah, you want the kind of hands you see in a Wrangler commercial when the guy's undoing his pants.
Yeah. No, I like the idea of having strong hands, and I like the idea of having rough hands, right? And so
I heard they sell those at Home Depot right now.
Shut up. I have a lot of calluses on my hands, and they're not soft, they're kind of scratchy. Mm-hmm. And so I've been reading this book, Butcher's Crossing, and in the book there's a scene where the guy he's some soft boy out of Boston or whatever the fuck, and he makes his way, he's a city slicker, he makes his way to the west. I think he's in I don't fucking remember where, but it's somewhere out pretty far west, Missouri or something like that, right? And he's trying to make it across the plains, and he meets this whore at the whorehouse, and she's really nice to him, and he doesn't understand. He's we have whores in Boston, but they don't look like the whores in they're these women just look like regular women. And then the guy was just out here he's like, the idea of like what you think of as a whore in a city over in Boston is this idea of an untouchable woman. And he's like, but a lot of the whores here make great wives and would make a great wife. You just have to, can you afford them? Can you make them? Can you know what I'm saying? He's like, and out here, there's money to be made for you to be able to do that. And so, like, he's like explaining, like, there's a whole, and like the whole point of the book is that the guy, he's lived his whole life in a city and he wants to like get out in the country and see some shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so he's talking to this whore that he meets, and she's like, she becomes obsessed with him. And then he asks why, and he's like, because your hands are soft. And then he's like, I know they're too soft. Like, I hardly have a man's hands. And he's just like,
I'm too soft.
Too soft. And then she says, no, she goes out here in the wilderness. She goes in the wilderness in life. She goes, everything becomes hard. Everything is hardened. She goes, so anything that is soft out here is cherished. She's like, cherish it. Don't rush to have your hands and your life and your skin and everything about you hardened, because when you come back, he's like, someone won't find those things. They won't like those things about you. They'll dislike those things about you. That's all they could see of you is that hardness, right? And she's like, preserve the softness. And like, I'm fucking reading this book and I'm like, damn, I gotta take a little bit of that to my own consideration. Like, I gotta start rethinking my own life and the way that I've been, like, the way that I fucking approach a lot of dumb shit that I've approached in my youth.
Yeah, you're very black and white about a lot of things.
Yeah. and motherfucker. And what about it? What did I say this morning? Because Christina was like, I'm saying, she goes like, oh, are you going to dye your hair again, or are you just going to keep it, like, let it grow out that way? And I go, I don't know. I can't tell, because sometimes people say I look bald. And then she goes, that bother you? And I go, no, I don't know if it would bother me to be bald or not. I'm like, I don't know if I'm insecure about that. I don't think I am. And then I was just like, I don't know. But also, you're bald. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm projecting, because I am insecure about that. And then she was like, you're fucking sick in the head, dude. I'm like, yeah, I know.
But you've been bald before.
Yeah, not like bald being bald. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like age bald. Like, it's a different bald. Like,
yeah, like they mean to say you're bald because you're old.
Yeah, people have said, like, because they're like, oh, you dye your hair because you're losing your hair, and I'm like, that's crazy.
You don't bleach your head.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's so crazy. That's what are you talking about? That's kind of the opposite of what you're doing.
Yeah,
but,
what?
No,
if you didn't have hair, you couldn't. What?
But if your hair is thinning, why would you bleach it? Because then it just makes your hair look thinner. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, just you have to just vocalize, like, that's not how hair works, buddy. I'm sorry to let you know. It's not.
Dude, I never think of this stuff in the, like, when I'm only ever, like, fast with comebacks when, like, I'm already significantly pissed off. Right? And, like, I do
I'm
my
very
best.
Snarky.
I'm
very
not
snarky.
It has to really, I have to be very fucking mad at you to be snarky, right? And like it comes
the
from
times I've noticed you be snarky, your anger usually makes you say things that are funnier because they don't make sense.
Yeah. I'm very much blinded by anger, dude. Like I don't know. I try my best to not be angry about things, but it's crazy difficult. Let's see what else is happening in my life and your life. What's happening in your life? What's going on? What's going on?
Fucking ask me shit like that.
Shut the fuck up, then, dude.
Nobody wants to fucking know. Don't fucking worry about it. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Keep my name out of your mouth. Don't talk about me on the podcast that I run. No, what's up with you? What's up with your life? What are you doing? What have you been up to?
I watched the first episode of The Sopranos again. I couldn't get past it. I obsess too much about the ducks. I wish it was just about
the ducks.
What he has going on with the ducks, and it's like it's so long before they even reference it after the first episode or like second episode, and I just get over it. Like there's no ducks. We watched a scary movie yesterday. It was called Begonia.
Begonia? Is that out on Netflix?
Begonia.
Yeah, Begonia. I wanted to see that.
It was pretty Yeah, someone put it on. Cynthia put it on, and they were like, "Oh, there's a comedy, I guess." And I came in like maybe 20 minutes into the movie, so I just watched the whole thing. But it's not a comedy. It's just a horror movie. It was pretty. It was pretty good. It's pretty wacky. It's campy.
Yeah.
Like it checked all the boxes.
Yeah, I got you.
But
Stavros
also, like,
is in it.
Just like any, yeah, he is. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
You need to watch it just to see what he does. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's fine.
His character is so randomly placed, and it's what?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Just like any other Netflix movie, you know, it leaves a certain taste in your mouth when you're like.
But that wasn't a Netflix movie. That was like a released movie.
You've been making the Shirley Temple face at the end. You'll be like,
I didn't like that at all.
Or maybe you might. I mean, like, I liked it, and I also didn't like it. It was cheesy enough for me to hate it.
Yeah.
But it was also good enough for me to keep watching it. So
I watched the Frankenstein movie last night, and I was getting like, I just got off work, and like
which one?
Because I haven't had Netflix forever. I got rid of my Netflix. Hold on, I a little
the
backstory.
Del Toro one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got rid of my Netflix because I was fucking mad about me. Like, I live in like a duplex situation, right, where we share a house. For those who don't know, me and my brother share like it's two houses technically, but it's one house, right? And we live here.
One address, two houses.
It's one address, two houses. It's right. Me and my brother shared a Netflix account. I paid for it, right? And we were getting into fucking like almost fist fights constantly over Netflix's policy of two households of like, and I'm like, I had to like explain to them, this is one household. And like it's literally on two devices. It's his front room TV, my front room TV. There's no one else logging in anywhere else and doing this shit. And every single time my brother would get on Netflix or I would get on Netflix, it would fucking log one of us out, and then we'd have to go and get the email, and it was just a whole fucking. And it ended up causing like a bunch of static. So I said fuck it, and I canceled it. He got his own Netflix, and I never re-upped because I was frustrated about it, right?
Yeah.
And then, and like you said, I'm very black and white. I'm very like, if you inconvenience me. You can inconvenience me a lot. It's fine. I'm gonna just whatever. I'll figure it out. But then there comes a point where I become so inconvenienced that I will just completely give up on you as like on your service. Period. I've cut you off. You're done. Like, right? And like I literally, people are like, oh, you gotta watch this thing on Netflix. I'm like, I've freed myself from Netflix. I've killed the Netflix in my mind. Right? I refuse to get into Netflix. In fact, I was doing a lot of my Netflix watching by like just finding places online that streamed it and then downloading it and watching it on my own time, right? And so Christine is in a Discord with a bunch of girls and they're watching what's that League of Legends show? Arcane?
Funkelstein?
Yeah, Funkelstein. Arcane, and she was like, "Can we get Netflix again?" And I'm like, "I'm never gonna say no to my princess." So I was like, "Yeah, go for it, princess." You know what I'm saying? Go in your little Discord, have fun in your little Discord. So I went and I got Netflix. But the first thing I did, I was like, "Well, I should watch that Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie that everyone was talking about." Mm-hmm. And I watched it, and I couldn't turn my brain off, so I kept doing bits while I was watching it. Right, and one of the ones that got me really good was just a part in the very beginning when he's like he's just completely destroying a bunch of like sailors and shit, and I was just going like, "It's Franken time, it's Franken time," and it was getting me hella good. I was like, my favorite part of the movie is when he's like, "It's Franken time," and then I was like. What does it say? It goes like Dracula daughter or werewolf son, Wolfman son. Dracula daughter or Wolfman son. And I was like, what if Frankenstein was a Dracula?
Awful.
But it's a good movie. It was really good. It was touching. I was crying towards the end of it, but in the middle of it, I was doing bits.
What do you think about the musical part?
What are you talking about? There's no musical part in the movie. There's no musical parts.
Does Frankenstein sing at the end?
No, he does. No, he does not sing at the end. No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. In that Bride movie, there's a musical number, and the one I was trying to show you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the one you're like, this is dog shit. Turn it off. You didn't even get like 10 minutes in there, dude. You did. You literally did not get past like the opening credits of that movie. It's insane how fast you're like, this is dog shit. Turn it off. It was. I've never seen you nope out of a movie so fast in my life, dude. It was crazy.
I don't like musicals at all.
Dude, it wasn't even a musical. We hadn't even gotten to that musical part yet. Like it literally. It was
a
part
just
where
the acting, right?
Yeah, it was the acting was bad. You like the act.
Oh,
yeah. It was Jessie Buckley, I think is her name.
Wait, was that when you came over and we were drinking?
Yes.
So I was drunk. I was just like, no.
Yeah, and that's crazy because you fucking like you'll watch anything drunk. So like it was nuts that you were like, nah, this is bad, dude. Like, yeah, I know it's bad. I'm trying to put you onto it. It's garbage. Like this is terrible. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. You should watch.
Why would you show me that?
Because it was bad, dude. It was, anyways.
It makes me feel like I'm a bad person because you're friends with me.
You used to subject me to all kinds of fucked up. When you were drinking a lot more, you used to make me do all kinds of dumb shit with you. You used to sit me down and, like YouTube. You would show me the worst YouTube videos.
Awful YouTube.
They're
videos.
not funny. They're not funny. They were just awful. It was just like you know what it was, honestly.
I was showing you my brain rot TikTok stuff way back in the day, before TikTok or brain rot was a thing.
Existed,
I had my collection of videos.
A vintage brain rot.
Vintage brain rot. Can't remember how many times I played Tooth Beef Sandwich.
Yeah, frustrating. It's not even that it was bad. I just like it's just frustrating to watch the say. You would do this to me over and over again. You would be drunk out of your mind. I had to show you this video, dude, and then you would show me the same video you showed me 12 times before. It was that, and then the Finster G.I. Joe. You used to show me that so many times, and then do you remember I'm the Juggernaut, bitch? You would show me that too, like almost once.
I don't remember that one.
It was just like it was X-Men. It was like X-Men shit. Where he's like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. You don't remember? Oh my god, dude. And it was G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
Don't touch the stick. He used to say. That was like your favorite. It was fucking. I don't know, dude. And I still.
Did I ever show you Hey Ben?
It was a Hey Ben, fuck you. Was that what
No,
it was?
No, Hey Ben is a balloon shop video.
No,
it's just him saying Hey Ben over and over again. It's like 2002 emo jokes.
The one where he's like, "Oh, don't eat that chili," and then he eats the chili, and then
the hot pepper.
Why would I do this? Yeah, it's so.
My favorite one he says is like, "It's like the local arsonist is starting a fire, and the fire department is off duty."
Yeah.
It's like a mother puma giving birth inside of my mouth. Oh god, this is such a bad idea. Yeah, that was a funny bit. Yeah, that was a funny bit. Like, what do three guys do in a room with a pepper and a video camera?
Oh well, well, if I'm involved, it's a little something different.
I was recently watching a history on that group, and like what happened to them. They all died in a plane crash.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. They all split apart, and like one of them got into a bunch of legal shit with like a company that he was like suing. It went really deep into their personal lives, and I was just kind of like,
yeah,
they split up, dog. Like, that's the end of the video. Why do I now know this?
Yeah,
this person's trans, and like they got fired. And they thought it was because of their sexuality, and they started suing their company. Like, I don't fucking need to know this.
Yeah. The intimate details of YouTube. That's how you know you've made it as a YouTuber, by the way. When people start leaking intimate details of your life on YouTube. Right?
What if we just put that shit up on YouTube?
Well, that's what I'm doing with the podcast, right? Like,
put your address up there.
Yeah. I'm giving tours of my own house, right? Like, you can come and tour my house.
Come catch a fade. Here's my address.
Yeah, here's my address.
Free fades.
Do you know about? There was a guy a long time ago. This is when I used to watch like Locals stuff. I don't watch any of that shit anymore because it's just bad for your brain. But I do. One of the ones that I remember was this German guy named Drakenlord, and he's a really he's a crazy. That guy genuinely is crazy.
Was he handsome?
No, he's a big fat guy out of Germany.
Sounds nice.
So he grew up on like a compound that his grandfather had built, and so like his family stayed on this compound. And his like favorite thing to do was he would go on like metal forums and call everyone posers and say they were gay and that their music was bad. And then he like I can't remember what band it was, but it wasn't a very good one. And he was like going to bat over like this band is, and like so when people would be like, whatever, dude, you're a pussy, he'd be like, oh, I'm a pussy, come and fight me then. And he would post his whole address, and people would actually come and he would fight them, and he would like fight them with swords and sticks, and like he would wear armor and shit. Like, dude, and he's definitely not right. And the city that he lived in, they condemned his house because so many people were coming just to throw eggs and you know, terrorize his house and throw trash in front of it. Mm-hmm. So the country of Germany got involved and put him in like witness protection program, where they like, in their version of one, where they moved him for free to a different city in a different apartment, but he kept doxing himself online, telling people, come and fight me about this. Yeah. And eventually they put him in like a kind of jail where he's not allowed online. And so that's the last that we've heard of Drakenlord, is that he's just like, he was so dangerous to himself online that he's no longer online anymore. It's like crazy cursed knowledge to know these things about this guy, or like to know any of this stuff.
He just had a free ticket to be set up for life.
No, his life is kind of low-key bad forever now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like,
it's a lot worse now.
Yeah, like,
but because he fucked it up the second, like, you get moved, you get some money, start a new life. That's tight. But like, the moment you start posting your address again, it's like, come on.
Yeah, and then you keep. It happened to him multiple times, right? Like the country of Germany let him do that multiple times. Yeah, and he just kept doing it. So now he's just like not allowed online, right? And like, that's honestly, I think that's like the most.
Neopets offline must suck so hard. Maybe he's on the internet.
Dude, you know something? So
you know what I'm saying?
You know, he's not allowed like on the internet at all. Like,
he's on the internet.
Oh, he's on the internet, the real internet. No,
that's an old Tim and Eric skit, and one of the things they say, it's like, and thanks to the amazing invention of the internet, you're not connected to anyone else, so no one can connect to you. It comes on a CD.
I have seen that. Yeah. The Zoomers that I work with, they're all like they're like younger. A lot of the people that we work with are younger. They don't last very long, but the people who come in and work are younger, and they've been talking. It's very funny when they tell me about stuff, when they tell me about things that I already know about because I've been online for so long. And it's very funny to me because the other guy was like, yeah, I was into some crazy shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 11, 12, I was like on all kinds of fucked up internet sites. I was like, oh, like what? And he's like Gaia Online. And I was like, it's like, bro, come on, dude. Come on,
yeah,
you on Gaia. Yeah.
Gaia's not something you pull out on the first exchange of conspiracies.
You were on some fucked up. You were on Gaia. If you were to say like 4chan, I would have still laughed, but I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah. But Gaia Online, dog, like, there's nothing scary or crazy about that. There's a lot of weirdos.
What's more fucked up is being a child pretending to be an adult on Neopets.
Yes, that is fucked up.
That's what I used to do.
But Christine has these funny stories about like when she was in like a World of Warcraft guild. Like a really big, like not a, like a kind of a smaller one, but she was like deeply invested in it, right? I think she was like, she said that she had like the guild purse coin. I don't know what the fuck it.
Yeah, she was in it.
Yeah, so like she had like access to the funds and shit, and she was like 12 years old, and the two guild leaders were like married, and they had a bitter divorce, and Christine was like in the middle of that divorce. Like talking both of them through it at like 12 years old, and I was like, "That's World of Warcraft is crazy, dog." Like, do you know what I mean? Like, money? No, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think she stopped playing, but she said that she used to talk to these people, like, because one of them would log in during the day because they had like a night job, and then the other one had like a day job, so they would log in at night, and like she would get both sides of their divorce, and she'd be like talking through. Talking through it. It's crazy, dude. And I was like, how old are these people? She's like, they were like 30. They're like in their 30s. And I was like, damn, the old internet was crazy. The old internet was really fucking psychotic, dude.
Yeah, taking shifts on World of Warcraft is nuts.
Yeah, really, for real. Let's see, what other internet news have you been keeping up with the internet? Any internet news at all?
No, dog. I'm so disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm so disconnected from everything. Like the only thing that I get news wise is whatever just bleeds into like my TikTok.
Yeah.
Or like Instagram, which
Yeah.
I only check Instagram to see like what memes my family has sent me.
Yeah.
And you occasionally.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I'm just on TikTok looking at Warhammer stuff.
That one where that guy's crying, he's like, I want you to have a good day. That's
Did you send me that one?
I think I did the last one I sent
think so,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I want you from the bottom of my heart to have a good day.
I'll be sending you fucking hilarious shit on Instagram.
I don't check.
Never say anything.
I don't check my my Instagram is polluted full of nonsense, dude. So I don't check it. I don't. Short form video is really bad for my.
You're schizophrenic.
Yes. So short.
And you don't know how to get to my messages unless you are sending me something.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't even look in the inbox.
I don't look in the inbox at all. Hamwich sends me.
What's the point of sending? What's the point of sending it to me then?
I don't know, because I thought of you, you bitch.
I don't want to think that the next time you send me like foreskin swag.
Well, too bad. Too bad. Hamwich sends me about 200 messages, TikTok and Instagram, and like TikTok and Instagram messages every day, and like I just do not have the mental capacity to go through it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's too much. He genuinely schizoactivates me, so I avoid my Instagram and TikTok. I'd rather him just text me. I'd rather him just text me the brain rot, because then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Then I can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? But like he's because all he does is he sends me brain rot nonstop. I'm trying to think of what else though. The thing I've been keeping up with was that a few weeks ago, Androgenic, the Looksmaxer guy we talked about him briefly before. Remember when we were talking about frame mogging? That guy was like frame mog. Yeah. Androgenic, he's Australian. He's been like doing these streams where he's just like walking around downtown and places and talking. And someone went up to go get his photo, like to take a photo with him. And he said, "Oh, cheers, man." And he just said, "Cheers, man." And he realized that he was talking to a trans woman. And so then he like stopped in the middle of his stream, went over to her and apologized and was like, "Yo, I didn't mean to misgender you. I just said man, like I didn't mean to call you a man. You're not a man." And then she said, "Thank you." She gave him a hug and that was it. But tons of people have been like blowing up over the fact that he's not some fucking horrible transphobe. And actually, if you watch some of the streams, which I haven't watched a lot of them, but I've watched a few of them, I've noticed something that's happening with Looksmaxers guys. If they reach a certain level of success, with the only exception being Clavicular, because I think I don't know what's wrong with that guy, but what I've been noticing is that if you're part of the Looksmaxing community, at a certain point you realize you can't look any gooder. Do you know what I mean? Like you will look at you max
that your looks have been maxed.
Max, yes. There's not. You cannot. So these guys start like they start like introspecting, and they're wondering, how do I like be a better person, not just look like a better person? You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
Androgenic is doing that, I think, because I've watched him talk about how like one of the things they were talking about, people were in his comments talking about like, oh, like you should hate the gays and shit like that, and you know what I mean? Like trying to pill him on transphobic and like red pill him shit, right? And he's just kind of been like, I don't think that's the case. Like, I think he's too stupid to know not stupid is a hard and harsh word. I shouldn't use stupid, but I don't think he's well read enough, because one of the things that they were talking about is like, he was like, I hope AI takes over so none of us can have jobs and we could just all hang out and like that's a good impulse to have, but also like, no, you don't want that, dude. You don't want that, bro.
But it's that we'll never not do anything.
No, I don't think that at all. I've got a crazier take on all that. We could get to it afterwards. But I have been noticing that these Looksmaxer guys, even Clavicular, I watched a stream with him recently where people were like trying to be like, oh, Androgenic's becoming trans, or he's gay or whatever the fuck. And then Clavicular was just saying like, dude, it's low-key pathetic to care about that stuff. It's like, if And like he said it in, I think, as much words. Like he said, like it's very dumb of you to care about like what other people got going on, like what they're attracted to and what they do. He's like, the only thing that matters is mogging. And like, it's crazy, but it's a good way to see the world. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the bar is in hell, but at least it's getting a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's been nice to see that. But I do have a theory about AI, like people who are way into AI and they want AI to take over, and they're like, oh, we should just have UBI so we could all just hang out and stuff.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about someone in the past being like, you guys, racism is overrated. Life can just be about, making these pointy white hats.
A guy who's into the KKK purely for the dress, for the aesthetic. He's just like, dude, the drip though? The drip. He's like, bro, I'm a Grand Dragon, bro. Like, name anyone else that's that cool. It would be very funny if, like, beyond the Grand Dragon, there's, like, steps up, like Eternal Dracula.
I mean, there was a moment in time when that would be a fit, like in medieval times. If you came out in an executioner's fit and all white with a pointy hat.
It's kind of...
You look like a death wizard.
You do like a death wizard. One of the interesting things about the KK... This is crazy.
I can't believe we're here right now.
One of the interesting things about the KKK uniform...
Just to be clear.
We're not support the KKK. Yeah, fuck the KKK. I can't believe... But one of the interesting things...
if you had a little more red...
So... There's something, I think they're called like Ciprianos. Hold on. I think they were called Ciprianos in Spain, and they were a Catholic sect that wore, and they still do this, they wore these, they look like KKK robes, but they're different colors, and they're adorned with like gold rope lapel and shit. Like it's honestly, it's
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And it's a big pointy hat. It's like all purple. It's all red. And each of them were meant to, back in the day, each of them were meant to signify a deadly sin that the person was either trying to ward against or had committed and was wearing it as penance. Mm-hmm. Right. And so they had that outfit, and a lot of people for a long time believed, like, not for a long time, but pretty recently, there was like this myth that the Cypriotes or Cypriotes, I can't remember what they were said, but like they inspired the KKK outfit, and that they had links to it. But if you knew anything about the KKK, and this is another crazy sentence, if you know anything about the KKK and you've read a lot of their literature like I have, you know that they hate Catholics. So the uniform looking like they're very Catholic, is purely coincidence. It's just like, what is that called? Convergent ideas. And like, it's interesting that happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like someone who so virulently hates, like, because I think the white, they don't wear white in what you call it, because it's like it's sacrilege to wear that the Cypriot is white, because it would symbolize like holiness, which is like it's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? But
like
the one
purity, like a white wedding dress.
Yes, but the one that they do wear is pure red, and they wear the pure red because that is a symbol of wrath, right? It is a symbol of wrath or pride, that whoever wears that has committed the sin of wrathfulness or pridefulness. And so it's interesting because the Grand Dragon of a KKK member doesn't wear white, they wear red. They wear the same Cypriot color, which is, if you're a Grand Dragon, that means you probably have the most hate in your heart, which sin-wise would make you wrathful and prideful. Do you get what I'm saying? It's very interesting that shit is just what is a cult, from an occult perspective? It's interesting that the language kind of formed similar, like the semiotic language formed a similar pathway. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, I'm interested in that stuff. It sucks and to know it is brain poison, to know any of this. The fact that I know about Birch Society and KKK shit is like, it's just poison in my brain that I've ingested that I can't use. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't do anything with it. It's just, it's ugliness I've exposed myself to, that I like was like, whoa, what do they really believe? Oh, all the awful shit I assume they already believe, but with a few extra steps, a little bit more lore. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, I've been really digging this like pointy hat, Spanish trench crusade, blasphemous, Catholic style fiction lately. I've been really. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's like Catholic fiction. It's like Catholic.
It's like Catholic with a little bit of like World War One medieval stuff.
Yeah.
I've been really digging that idea.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm imagining like the KKK outfit.
Yeah.
But like gold chain, and it's like all yellow with like brown accents. You know what I'm saying? With like a clown ruffle.
Just pulling up to the function, and you've got and a fat gold Cuban, dude. You know what I'm saying? And you got rings. You know what I'm saying? You got
rings over the gloves.
Rings over the gloves, yeah. And a fat ass, like just a big ass watch, like a fat ass, like a fucking G-Shock, crazy.
This is just turning into Shadow Money Wizard.
Yeah. You're just doing Shadow Money Wizard Gang. You're just doing,
which is essentially the theme.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Your hoodies are just a little pointier.
Yeah. One of the things that I've been like hella fascinated with is, and I haven't seen a lot of it, is that like in a lot of like fantasy and medieval fantasy shit, they never really get to the point where like people figure out guns. Because I think that would be cool. What would be cool would be like if wizards got into guns. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wizards could put spells in guns.
Yeah, and do like gun bullet magic shit would be cool. I know that it exists. I know I'm not the first guy to think about that stuff, but I just haven't really. If any of the homies out there have any like stuff that's like that, I'm interested. Please like bang my line. Let me put me on the peak.
Yeah, right? Teach me how to make a Tesla rifle from Fallout. Yeah. That would be sick.
That would be sick. What do you see? I've been playing Skyrim again.
I was literally downloading Oblivion this morning.
Oh, dude, I've given up on Oblivion because something about Oblivion just makes me angry.
It's because you're not a kid playing Oblivion.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm an adult playing Oblivion.
You're like, I gotta go to work later.
Yeah. Skyrim, I like. You know why? Because Skyrim came out in 2011. I already had a job. I associate playing Skyrim with like getting out of work. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like Skyrim that much. I feel like the quests aren't as interesting as Oblivion. I feel like Oblivion, the quests were a little more deep in my head, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong.
Yeah, I think you might be remembering it as a child. I think a lot of what I like about Skyrim is that
wrong.
Oh, okay, wrong. All right. A lot of what I like about Skyrim is that it's very political, right? The political salience is interesting because it doesn't try to tell you, it doesn't try to steer you one way or the other. It's just giving you the politics of the world, and it's up to you to decide where you want to be on, like what side you want to be on in that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I find that very interesting.
I never finished that quest line.
The Stormcloak Rebellion.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't fuck with it either. But also, the Empire is also bad. Like both of those are both options are bad, which is truly why the salience of Skyrim and its political instances are good. Can I give you the anarchist run of how to play Skyrim?
Yeah.
Of what you should do?
Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So here's what you do.
And your time's up.
Go. Be either a dark elf or an Argonian. Those are the only
I already like this because those are the only two I've ever played.
Okay, yeah. Dark elf or Argonian, because you have to be an outsider, right?
Wait, no. I play Khajiit sometimes. But
yeah, Khajiit's fine too. Khajiit is also fine too on in this play run. But you cannot be an Altmer. You cannot be a fucking any of the man races. You could be an orc. I think orc is fine. Right? But it lends something weird. The best one though,
if you're green, you're black.
No. No, the orcs are mad fascist in like their orc society in Elder Scrolls is extremely fascist. Right? It's very much like might makes right. It's like Spartan shit, right? It's like, and there's not a lot of room for like dissent in orcish. I can't believe we're having this conversation, but like, there's not a lot of dissent.
This is like what I have. I'm following you on this conversation, which is what's funny. Is like this has probably been the most interesting episode as soon as we started talking about this. To me, I love talking about this shit.
Okay, yeah. In Elder Scrolls,
you're kind of an orc, dog.
Fuck yeah, I know that, dude. I got orc mentality. Orcs, the orcs were created by Malakath. I don't know if you know this. Right, let's get into this.
So if an orc thinks about finding boys to kiss, he'll find boys to kiss.
No, have you heard my bit about like an orc, Char'ligh Kurk?
No,
it was like an orc. Yeah, his name would be Char'ligh Kurk. he's like, wizard rule world. Wizard control world secretly. Dude,
awful.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sorry.
You're saying the orc hierarchy.
Yeah. So the way that orcs work, orcs live in like these like small communities, and the small communities are based on like essentially like there's one male, he breeds, all the other males are like trained up and are trained to kill the male who breeds. And then that's like their society, right?
Yeah, like kung fu.
Yeah, no, no, like
without the breeding part.
No, what is that shit called? Like walruses do that. That's how walruses work.
There's one big walruses that does all the fucking.
Yeah, there is one big walrus that does all the fucking, and then all the other walruses either sneak fuck and then they try to get big to kill that walrus. That's like walrus society, right? Like, so orcs do that, but orcs were created by Malakath. Which was, they used to be elves. They used to be regular, like, elves. And then they were punished because they sided with men when they were, like, during some kind of fucking, it's in the first era. There's, like, a whole thing.
You're talking about the snow elves?
No. Snow elves are turned into Falmer. They were tricked by the Dunmer. Anyways, it's
I always get really deep into that storyline and not the Imperial storyline. Like, I love going into the dwarven caves. Anyways.
Yeah. So what happens with the orcs and their society is essentially fascist, but also from the door they were like completely fucking like they were fucked over, right? And it's actually very interesting because the thing that kept them from becoming like beasts, like in the first era, they're not playable race. They're considered like, or in the first game, they're not a playable race. They're considered like enemies, right? And like they're essentially genocided and decimated. And the only thing that keeps them alive and survives into like, you know, becoming playable characters, but also like having a culture, is the fact that they organize their cultures around themselves, about hanging out with just themselves and like only working amongst themselves, and that kind of organization leads to fascism. So all of their viewpoints on everything is might makes right. You have to fight for like a strong death. If you're banished from, I can't remember, there's like Orsimer, like Stronghold or something like that. If you're banished from that, you're banished as a wanderer, and your only job can be like a mercenary. And the few that are
like dome things, right?
Yeah. And the few that are not, the few that are like wizards and shit, they're complete outcasts. Like no one respects them, right? Like the orcs don't respect them, the Imperials don't. No one respects them. So like it's very rare that you find them that shit. So like I was saying, there's not a lot of like room for interpretation as far as like what you become as an orc, right?
Yeah.
And so, but what were we talking about before?
You were talking about the best way to play through.
Yeah, sorry.
I need to start. I'm gonna try to start keeping track of what we're talking about when I derail you, so we can jump back in.
The best way to play the game is to be
dark elf,
because dark elf or Argonians.
Or orc.
So Argonians,
those are the only races.
yeah, really. Argonians have been fucked over by the Empire. They were invaded by the Empire multiple times, and the Empire essentially, they were kicked out of the Empire. And the other people who invaded them was Morrowind, the Dunmer, the Dark Elves, tried to invade them and enslave them. And they got their fucking ass handed to them. The Argonians actually invaded parts of Morrowind because, like, they fucked up that bad, right? When you started invasion in another country and then you fuck up, now you have to give up parts of your country to the people you invaded. That's what happened in Morrowind, and that's what's happening during the timeline of Skyrim. Morrowind is completely falling apart. So anyways, if you are Argonian, you have dealt with xenophobia your entire life. Nobody likes you, nobody wants you around, nobody understands your culture. They don't want to understand your culture. You're considered like some kind of weird one-off, right? If you're in Skyrim and you're a Dunmer, they hate you. right? The way that they talk about dark elves in Skyrim is an allegory of the way that they talk about black people everywhere in the like real world, right? Because they brought dark elves over. They enslaved early dark elves into Skyrim, made them work for the great houses and all this shit. And then, not great houses, but made them work for, like, you know, families and all that shit. And they were born into a life of servitude. And then they never, when Morrowind collapsed and they moved upwards to Skyrim, like, the Empire should have helped them out, and they didn't help them out. And what ended up happening was now they're, like, all over Skyrim, and they're hated. They just hate, all the Nords hate any of them. So if you play as one of those two races, and you play as the Dragonborn, and you play as the Imperials, and you completely destroy the Stormcloaks, you kill Ulfric Stormcloak, who's the most racist guy, who wants to see you dead, and then, because also the Imperials also suck too, what you do then is you immediately join the Dark Brotherhood, and after you've won the war, you join the Dark Brotherhood, and your final mission in the Dark Brotherhood is you kill the Emperor. So you get revenge on both of the leaders of the people who have put you down the hardest. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ultimate playthrough. That's the playthrough I always do. And like it's the anarchist playbook of how you play that game. And then you just throw the Empire in the But then I think the larger implication, if you're doing like go lore friendly, is that the Thalmor take over, and then you fucked everybody, right? Because the Thalmor are actually racist. These guys are, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the
they are. They got stank face going on when they see you. They're just like,
you know, the Thalmor control the world.
You know, I'm something of a Thalmor myself.
I just like the idea of Char'ligh Kurk.
I don't like that one. I always play Dark Elf. It's always Dark Elf Sneak.
Yeah, Dark Elf Sneak. I go Dark Elf Shield. Dark Elf Shield and Sword. That's the move, dude. Or Argonian.
I get a mace. I always use the Mace of Molag Bal.
Oh, nice.
Do you know about that one?
Yeah. I use the Mehrunes Razor as an Argonian.
I never liked that one.
You get the instant kill. You random stab it, instant kill. It's sick, dude.
It's random.
Yeah, but you could, if you just keep doing it over and over again, and if you use that, like, you will eventually get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's tied to, the best feeling in the world is to one-shot a dragon. Like, just a big-ass dragon comes out, and you poke him one time, and it's done. Like, that's the best feeling in the world. That is like, hell yeah, dude. Right? Anyways, why did we spent so long on Skyrim and Elder Scrolls stuff? I know so much about Elder Scrolls, it's crazy.
I think I just remembered why. I don't like the dual casting.
You don't like I love dual casting, dude. Dual casting is sick.
I don't like the way it looks.
That doesn't make no sense.
I don't like throwing the fireballs like that.
Like that?
Yeah, that's dumb. Why wouldn't I just do it with both hands every time?
You know you can. You can just hold it, and then you can just Kamehameha fireballs. It's pretty sick to do.
No one's using flames.
Yeah, you're using
like when they're at a high level, you're using firebolt. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you're throwing fireball with both hands like a Hadouken.
You know about the Necromage run, right? Like how
I know about the
yeah.
It's like once a day you can turn all the undead, right?
No,
you can raise the zombies.
No.
There's a thing where you can like get up to like 20 fucking zombies following you around.
No. The Necromage perk is if you max out your restoration, then you become a vampire, right? So when you max out your or you get to 70, there's a perk called Necromage. When you use the Necromage perk, it says all spells cast against the undead are like 100 or 200% more effective, right? And so you do that, and then you become a vampire, which makes you undead. So now your heal spells are crazy OP. But on top of that, it's broken. So whatever enchanting gear or alchemy or whatever the fuck you got going on is now triple. So you are like fucking a god. It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's possible to get 300% regeneration on your magicka, which essentially means your magicka never runs out.
I think I have something like that right now.
Yeah. And it's the Necromage build. It's pretty sick. There's crazy, like, You just create. Then you could just like you could do, what is that called? You can do like you can make boots of like 100. What are those called? Like boots of 100 carry weight, and now they're 300 carry weight, and like now you just like have a whole other guy like it's just like to carry shit with. It's sick, dude. It's a very tight glitch like loophole. That's the thing I like about Skyrim. That's the thing I like about Elder Scrolls in general is you could just do bullshit and the game works.
Do you know anything about Elder Scrolls Online?
I played it, but I don't like the lore. A lot of the lore, they've kind of fucked things up. They kind of like rewrote a bunch of stuff, and it fucked up the continuity. And like I like the reason why I like Elder Scrolls lore so much because I fuck heavy with Michael Kirkbride. Do you know Michael Kirkbride? He's the guy who wrote.
We are Michael Kirkbride.
We rode Morrowind. No, he wrote Morrowind. He like wrote the whole thing. Like he's the reason why the Elder Scrolls is as cool as it is, I feel like. He has like a bunch of forum posts. If you ever get a chance, you should read something called Coda, which is like a little it's about Elder Scrolls in the future. So what happens is like they invent.
You mean even more Elder Scrolls?
Well, they
even
like
Elderer Scrolls.
Yeah, Elderer Scrolls. So like it exists in the Elder Scrolls universe, but it's like in the far future they have like moon bases and shit, and like it's like science fiction in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, in my head, I just always told myself that Fallout is the future of Elder Scrolls.
That doesn't make any sense. What happened to all the elves and shit? What are you doing?
They all fucking died. That's what. You know how like there was Atlantis and there was us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
I don't think that's how that happened.
It's exactly the same.
It's very funny to me that people are like, "Oh, Atlantis is real." Like when I meet people that are like, "Atlantis is real," because like there is lost civilization. Like there were sea people that we knew about that lived off of like on far, but like we found their wreckage. You know what I'm saying? They lived off of like the Grecian coast, which is not particularly deep. You can dive it, right? And so we found most of those artifacts. They weren't like crazy advanced, but they were a little bit more advanced than the Greeks, right? And like, or the Baghdad battery thing. Do you know about that?
People say the thing in the pot.
Yeah, they should be like, oh, aliens taught them how to do that. And like, I think that what happened was people were just dicking around. They figured it out. I think that's how a lot of this stuff happened. Is that like a lot of people have a weird way of thinking about history. Right? They think about like I saw, you watch those Peter Griffin memes? They're all like all over.
I've seen Family Guy.
No, there's like Peter Griffin memes where it's Peter Griffin and like he's like in a black cloak and he's like you ever wonder about how everyone discovered fire at the same time? How did that work? It was aliens. And then like you haven't seen any of that?
No.
Oh my god. It's very funny because they give you like really compelling that a lot of that stuff.
Who said that everybody discovered fire at the same time? Who the fuck said that?
Stupid people have said that. But like there is some compelling, interesting things about like metallurgy, right? Like people across.
That's how you pronounce that word?
Yeah, metallurgy. People have created people around the same time periods created metallurgy across different continents. People are like, there's a lot of things that would have had to have happened.
I'm more of a Metallica guy.
There's a lot more like people would have had to have known about stonemasonry. They would have had to know about all this stuff before metallurgy existed. And like I think that's kind of true a little bit.
Yeah,
because like you can't make metal in like a campfire. That's not how that works.
It's not hot enough, yeah.
Yeah. And like you would have to build some kind of like containment with stones and blow air into it and make it hotter.
Yeah, that's not far-fetched. I mean,
that's not far-fetched at all.
Someone is just like, make essentially an oven.
Yeah. And in all honesty, if I'm being like my idea how probably where all this stuff came from was probably from watching nature. People would probably see storms, thunderstorms, and they would see lightning hit the ground, and lightning would, because this happens, lightning leaves whatever. Lightning is so hot that if there is like silica on the ground, it will
makes
melt.
glass.
Yeah, it'll make glass. Or if there's other types of metal, it will fuse. Like if there's like iron in the like dust in the ground, it will fuse that iron dust and it'll make it little iron pellets. Right? So people probably figured that out by watching nature, and they were like, how do we recreate that? How do we make something hot enough? And like if you look at like where these first civilizations developed, they were around wherever there was heavy precipitation or lots of water. Well, for the obvious reason of people need water to drink, right? But for another interesting thing about that is that like desert people didn't really have metallurgy. They didn't really use metallurgy, but they did use irrigation, right? So like what I'm trying to say is that like your culture, what your discoveries were based entirely on the environment around you. So like the diversity of your environment, the diversity of your biome is what led you to a discovery.
Yeah, Mexicans, we had corn, fool.
We had corn, fool. We were doing with corn shit nobody would ever think to do with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine the first guy to look at a bunch of like these little ass tiny things and he's like, hey, get the bigger ones. Put them together, fool. Hey. He's like, oh, we can't eat these. They're hard. Hey. Put it in boiling water, fool, and then crush it, and then you make it flat. And then you put some meat in that, fool, and everybody eats, fool. Yeah, that's.
Tortillas took a while. I'm gonna be honest. Tortillas took a while to get created.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like bread is an interesting one because like people like Europeans have much more bread. Like the French specifically had way more like bread. What is that shit called? Bread in their diets.
Oh,
right, carbohydrates in their diet.
Bacteria.
No, well, they had much more bread in their diets and shit like that, and the reason why was because bread kept longer. Right, the conditions for bread to keep were much. It was easier to make hardtack and keep it forever, and that's why Europeans ate so much bread. Right, because like in like if you go to like certain parts of Southern Asia, like anywhere around the tropics, bread wasn't that much of in your diet because food was so plentiful. Because there was so much. Like if you lived in the jungle in fucking like early Mexico. There was no space to grow wheat or to have wheat fields, but there was plenty of fucking fruit and there was plenty of vegetables you can gather and there was plenty of fucking like animals you can hunt. And that's why their diet was fish. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why their diet was like fish and animal
stacked
and game.
with protein.
Yeah, so it's like all of this stuff is like interesting to me. And I think that like it's very easy for people to become racist if they're not curious about any of this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? If you have no curiosity in you, like about any of these things, it's extremely easy for you to become racist about all this shit. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, especially like if you don't know about like how a large portion of Africa sits on like Africa is much larger than it looks like on a map. It's one of the biggest continents in the
it's about
world.
the size of Africa.
It's huge, but a lot of it sits in like in the tropic zone. Yeah. And so, like, in your mind, if you're thinking that Africa looks like, a big plain desert, that's a very small section of Africa. There's huge, massive sections of Africa that have all kinds of fucking biodiversity that you couldn't even comprehend. Like, the southernmost tip of Africa is a snowy mountain range. Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa is fucking like snowy. You know what I'm saying? It's like Tahoe. It looks like Tahoe over there, right? It's crazy to think about.
Going to the real South Lake Tahoe.
Go to the real South Lake Tahoe, bro. Like it's Mount Kilimanjaro. But I mean, like, that's what's interesting about this whole like Greece, Egypt, parts of Africa,
Russia.
No, not Russia, but Greece and Egypt and like parts of France,
Poland.
They're all sitting on the Mediterranean. They look like the Bay Area. It's the same fucking like almost layout.
Same
vibe. Yeah, if you look at like Greece, how they built on top of hills, right? How they built in Greece, they built like their land. They built like their homes into the sides of hills. That shit looks like Daly City.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like indistinguishable.
Yeah, there's Teslas everywhere.
Yeah, there's Teslas everywhere now.
There's people sleeping on the
There's
streets.
hella Filipino people for no reason.
Yeah.
They got Senor Sisig on every fucking corner. No, but I mean, like, that's what I'm saying is that, like, there's a lot more stuff that's bringing us together that makes it that we share commonality with than things that are different. I will say the one that is really different is the Dutch. They really are fucking weird people. The Dutch are one of the few cultures that doesn't share food, hates to hang out with their family. Like,
I don't think I've run into a Dutch person yet.
Dude, the Dutch don't. That's the crazy thing. You can go to a Dutch person's house and they will not give you food. They will not offer you food. You can go and stay for dinner and they will eat and you will not eat. You will sit there without food. That is crazy to me. That is so anti-human. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just bad. It's to eat in front of another person and to watch them not eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your home, that's crazy to me. It's antithetical to my entire being. I couldn't responsibly have someone over at my house and I'm eating and I don't offer them anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking it's mind-blowing.
You should come over later.
so you can do that to me?
You should come over later. I'm making burgers.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
For myself.
I'm gonna eat them in front of you. Let's see. We're at an hour. Let's do. Let's read out the homies. Let's read out to all the homies that we love, that we know and love. Let me figure out all of this stuff that I have to figure out. Let's see. You should talk.
You think that like we would pull up the site?
I was about to do that, and then I fucking got distracted by the Elder Scrolls chat. It's what happened. Thanks for that. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made the show keep going.
Oh yeah, you should be.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
yeah, dude.
dude.
Well, so, actually, did I tell you that I got my?
Did I ever tell you?
What did you tell me?
Did I?
No, you didn't.
Did I ever tell you about the Guatemalan guy I used to work with? His name was Romeo.
No.
He was this 4'11" Guatemalan dude who was real dark, and he looked very, very Asian.
Sick.
But he would want to say dude in his like accent, and he would just go duh. He was like a short dude who talking like this.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he was a ladies' man, like hell.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
with that voice, you have to be.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. He would like come up to me all the time, be like, "¿Y tu daddy, mijo?"
Hell yeah, dude.
He's the dude who, when I started making sushi in Spanish, he's like, "Look, I didn't move this country to be a sushi chef. I came to this country to be very, 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 very fucking gay, fool." He's like, "Now let's get to work." That was his like pep talk to me.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite dudes.
I got my nephew to he's saying a phrase, and it's very funny because every time he comes to my door, every time he'll put his little face to my door because I have a screen door. He'll put his little face to my screen door, and I'll go, "Hey man." And so now when I'm not around or he doesn't hear me or I don't see him, he'll put his face to the screen and he'll go, "Hey man."
Hell yeah.
He's starting to say "Amen," which is so funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then he says, "Hey dude." He goes, "Hey dude." Hey dude.
I gotta do that to him next time I come by.
Yeah. All right. Shouts out to the following homies: Fresh Squeeze Night Juice, Romulus V Snakehead, Mr. Synaxter, Coyote M, Trinko, Steampunk Morrissey, Recovering Yakubian, Relapse and Reloaded. It's fine. We'll get over that Yakubianism. Large Brett, Sabo, Alexandra Gordon, Frumius Bandersnatch, Post Bunk Chunkonomics, Free Felony for $50. Did you know that duck vaginas are a labyrinthine maze full of dead ends?
I did know that.
Rookie, Bugsy, smuggling rats into Alberta. Keep up the good. You're doing God's work. Alexa, add Amazon Basics foot pussy to the cart. Normal Take Guy, The White Nancy Pelosi, Olivia, Dude, Eric Barbera, Adam, Brother Ejaculus of the Crimson Dicks, hell yeah, Goku's Distended Stomach, Jonathan, Matt Wonker, Collier Silvis, Maxine Weber. If the earth ain't flat, where my ding dong at? I don't know. Honestly, that is why is the government not answering these questions?
Did you check under your balls?
Check under your balls. Some people are born reversed. David, Nathan Mulcahy, Tara Augustus Utopia. Yeah. Do the hands. Stop it. Jesse Buckley, the entire transgender population of Alberta, Worm Woman, Tucker Trucker, Chunky and the Bunk Boys, the Phallic Gnome, Lauren Frazier, Andrew Kotakos, Large Mammal Enthusiast, Raheen, Brother Kaiju, Bus Stop Menace, Yoni42, There's No I in the CIA. I feel like there is, I just don't know where. The Homie Foreman, Steffi F, Midwest Maker, Lesbian Actual, aka Gray Market MILF. Let's see, what else is next? May, Gooning is like jazz. It's about the strokes you don't make. A foot cramp before you start busting. Put some Briggy on it. Viskio, V, founder of the Girls for Bullying Marcos Club. I know I'm behind on my dues. Yeah, I gotta pay for them. Cat, no jokes because behind on episodes because asocial, sorry, all good. Ain't shit show title enjoyer. Theo, elevated jacking off, call that chunking on top of my Bunkford bed, hell yeah. Torvin, super deformed, Jiren, stats for lefties. James Gilbreath, Mariko Elke-Lolea, the loathsome dung eater, the Tarquin, Hatjack follower, $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund, Sadish Radish, Malbert Zedongson. I really like that. John Ham, Billy about time, John Ham. I'm John Ham. Billy Egregore, Frank Javsey, Gimme That Ass, ASS, ain't shit show. We are Charlie Turk, we hate the Greek. God's Creature, Bathing Ice Ape, Mr. Clean the Red Cummy Crusties. That's rude. Don't talk about my red cummy crusties like that. That's very rude. And it's different. We live different. I live a different life now. You don't have to bring this stuff up. Names.
Why does that roll off the tongue so well? Red cummy crusties.
Stop it! Stop it!
Fuck you.
Joe
disgusting.
Joe
Cassidy. I keep saying it.
Stop it. Joe Cassidy, Laura, Solid as Red, Ripstone, it's chocolatey, Ripstone, Former Child, Soccer of Legnar, Double Creature Feature, Lee Elliott, Queen Marenka the Eternal, Doug M, The Assassination of Poop Fart by Chunk Bunkford.
Can we get that one more time?
Yeah. The Assassination of Poop Fart by the Chunk Bunk Ford. There we go. Carries on some shit. Everyone smoke filterless cigarettes now. Auger. Mark, go put your hand in the cash register. That money is yours. That's true. Another Hogrungulus enters the homie realm. Look up echidna penis on Google. I know the echidna penis has 4 heads. It's low key crazy. It looks like this. It's crazy looking. Jim Schmungus, Brian H. Let's see. The Limit La Limit. World's largest micro penis. Brody, Letters, Kiefer, Roboy, Gabriel. Those 2 Soreños fighting in Syria. Damn, I forgot about those dudes.
Wait, what?
I can't. That is a deep cut. Shouts out. That is a crazy deep cut. I know what the Patreon episode's about now. I know what it's about. I'm going to put Ruben onto some crazy shit. Jade, Jonathan Weber, Call Me Maybe, Alexa, Play The Boys Are Back in Town, The Shareholders, former bag fumbler, He Devil in France, Andrew Morgado, Somewhere Systems, Fred Sharman, Luke Simasek, White Daddy, aka Master Chef of Umami and some poop on it. It's almost White Daddy's birthday. What should I get him for his birthday? Send your suggestions to the Discord. Go to patreon.com. Let me know. All right. Fuzzy Nagas, David Parker, I need deep fakes of Spider-Man, and Chris Wade taking us home. I love all the homies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity